Hasta Waco, America. This is Big Chief. Just accepted a load from up here in Arizona to go into Prime, Nevada. Short load. But I want to start off by saying I've got a load here somewhere. Let me hit F3 and find out where it's at. Yeah, we gotta drive out of here and go get a load, so let's begin. Let me look around, see where I'm at. Yeah, I gotta go back around the other way. Hit nothing. This joystick, if you aren't careful, you'll get going way too fast because I'm pushing forward to go and pushing right and left to yeah, there's my out. See it right there. Screenshot. See, I've got my right mirror up. That's why it doesn't move. So I got it up so I can keep my left mirror right at the corner of my screen, yet still see my right side without having to twist my hand around, and it's just a little easier. So the more you twist your hand, the more discombobulated your view and everything of the road and traffic and everything get. Whoa, see that? Just so easy to oversteer with a joystick. So as you can see on my big GPS, we're going straight up here and our load is right across this light somewhere. But today I want to talk to you about politics. Since this is American Truck Simulator, not Communist Truck Simulator or Islam Truck Simulator, I'm going to talk to you about American politics. And not democratic. That is not American. That's socialist. Hillary is a socialist. Bernie's a socialist. They're communist people. They're against everything America was built on. Yeah, right here is where we're going in. I'm gonna get some poor truck drive up my butt. We'll pull in here and bump into this green sign so we can see where our load's at. As soon as it dings, we hit enter, and we go up here and click on money for my company. And I don't want to go this far. The reason I took this is because it's a short jaunt from the Kayenta, Arizona to Prime, Utah. That's one I want to take. Still pays a substantial amount of money. So let's take that. And if we look on the GPS, it shows us where it's at. There will be a big jumping white arrow to point us toward it. So we're going to pull on in here until we can see where it's at. We know it's going to be a tanker, and we know it's to the left. You see that big circle there? The blue triangle is my truck. The big circle is where my load's at. So we'll look over here. There'll be a big jumping pointing thing to make sure this dummies can see our load. Right there it is. See the big tornado on top saying, "Here it is, you dummy, can't you see where I'm at?" So we'll just pull up a little bit till we get it in our in our rear view mirror. And we'll back on up, start cutting in. Try to get a decent back at it. So now it's in our right mirror, so I know I'm off center. It's hard to get it in both mirrors, but you can see there's barely pieces of it in both mirrors now. We're a little crooked, but we're going to hook up anyway. Just how the kingpin works. I'll get around here a little bit. Maybe it'll... Yeah, there we go. Hit T and hook it up. And automatically our GPS updates. We get her out of reverse. Right now I'm going to hide that right mirror. That thing just... I'm going to hide my GPS too. It just takes up too much view in here, and I like you to see my truck. So let's creep on out of here and get this load delivered. It's the first time in history that a person has been able to run for president while they're under FBI indictment for crimes, federal crimes against the nation. Letting her private email server, having a private email server to begin with classified government documents on it, and then allowing it to be hacked, and when you find out everybody found out about you, you triple, quadruple erase it, so absolutely no data can be recovered off of except for what you want recovered. That is the act of a stone criminal, people. And even when CNN asked her about it, she just cackled in laughter the whole time he was questioning her. She sat there and cackled in laughter. Like it was some big joke or something, that somebody was actually questioning this elite Satanist who thought her shit didn't stink, actually questioning her. A peon questioning her. And she just laughed and laughed. I'm going to get some fuel later on. There's Phillips 66. I'm going to fuel later on, probably on the highway where I can pull straight in. It's hard to get in some of these small service stations with a semi. So I'm just going to get out here in traffic before it turns yellow and get me a center lane. Well, I don't even have a center lane now because it merged while I was turning. Get all these neat guys out there, all these neat vehicles and trucks. Let's do a drive-by. There I go. Hard to drive in that view. As you can see, I got off the road a little bit, but let's get this show on the road. People, if Hillary Clinton gets in the White House as a socialist, if you think Barack Obama screwed this country up, you give her four years in there. See how quickly she finishes up the job. Because Barack Obama is a Muslim. I don't know why politicians won't say that. His marriage ring is Muslim. Everything he does is Muslim. He refused to take his oath of office on a Bible. And he didn't do it, people. He did not do it. He refused to. I don't care what they try to tell you. He is a Muslim. A guy does not change his name to a Muslim name unless he's a Muslim. His name was Barry Sotoros, and he changed his name to a Muslim name. And it wasn't to honor his father, it was to honor Satan, which is Allah, and his man of perdition, which is Muhammad. And I watch the news, I keep my eye and pulse, and I take the pulse of the political climate and what's going on and the hatred going on. I know that the Democratic agenda, their politics and their doctrines are so close to Islamic and Muslim that it makes me puke that one of these people could actually run for president. I mean, we already have a Muslim homosexual in the White House. I don't know about his wife being a man, but I've seen Obama in drag. I've seen the reports of his college students and high school students saying he used to sell his body to rich white men for drugs. I mean, how much more in your face and deceptive do they have to get before you go, what in the world has happened to this country? It's madness, people. It is madness. It's like we're living in a Roger Rabbit cartoon, and over half the world is a cartoon. I mean, it boggles my mind. I cannot, with the way the Trump movement's going, well over half America, probably 3/4 of it is for him. If he loses, and it looks like they're going to let Hillary steal it no matter how many votes Trump gets, there's going to be war in this country, and I believe that's their whole agenda. Communist agenda and the socialist is to destroy a nation and build it back up from the ashes. We're seeing the butt end of that in Venezuela right now. It's a socialist government. They're eating their pets right now, and if it keeps going without help from the rest of the world, they'll be eating each other. Just like the Russians did after World War I. We had to massively drop food to Russia in the early 20s because they were cannibalizing themselves. And you can search on the Google and find that. See that I'm telling the truth. Our government, and especially the Russians, tried to cover it up because they don't want the capitalists who saved their whole frickin' nation to get credit and make them look bad. It's madness, people. I voted one time for Bush Jr. And after he lied, I swore I would never vote again. Then my eyes were opened, and I know I'm not supposed to be voting, but the rest of you can. I know that God appoints all of our leaders, and he appoints the worst ones. So no matter if Trump or Hillary gets in there, the whole agenda of God is going to be carried out. And his agenda is he's ending the world. Read the end of your Bible. You can't do that with nice people. Now, if I was wanting to end the world real quick, and I was God, I would make sure Hillary got in there. That's how I would begin the end of the world right there. Because once the United States has fallen, the rest of the world is right. There's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Once we're out of the equation, the dominoes are going to fall, people. Once we're taken out of the equation, it's over for the world. You know that. I think if you're intelligent, you know that. I know that. I'm going to go ahead and pull out into these lanes, so if I can't get out, I can at least block them. I can't pull out too far. What I have to do is get out far enough that somebody has to stop. You can see me creeping. I think I can cut in there now. I think I've got one lane blocked. So I'll go ahead and stay in this close lane. I might run in the mud a little bit, but I'm not going to stand there and wait for that traffic to clear, because every second in this game is a minute. Let me put up my right mirror again so we can see who I'm stopping. Yeah, we're merging anyway, so people, if Hillary gets in there, it's over. And the thing is, even if Trump gets in there, it's over, but it's over quicker with Hillary. You really think these elites and these crazy Democratic protesters who act just like Muslims and Ferguson, Black Lives Matter people, they're going to sit down they're going to be up in arms. There's just more of us and we're meaner, so if Hillary wins, it'll start quicker with us, because we're the gun-toting Americans. The other ones are rock throwers, like Muslims. It's a sad state of affairs. I've been alive 64 years to see this happening, but God foretold it. It ain't like we weren't warned 2,000 years in advance. I mean, it's madness what's going on. But in the end, you want to be on the right side of history. Because when Americans are immigrating or refugees are on our streets and highways trying to find some food, trying to find shelter, trying to stay out of FEMA camps, you're going to understand what almost every other nation in this world went through at one time in their history. Total economic and social breakdown, where all you had was what you had on your back. You didn't have a house mortgage or a $60,000 Dodge pickup with insurance payment. You aren't going to have that. You're going to be eating bark off the trees. I mean, we've been warned, people. I believe this is the last election this country will ever have. America's been outsourcing and projecting sin into the rest of the world just about since its existence. Started out as a Christian Puritan predestination country. That got usurped. We had freedom of religion, so no other religions could come in here and try to get freedom. And now every religion in this country has freedom. Even Islam, who won't let any other religions in their countries, who are anti-religion, have religious freedom in our country. Our country was not founded for Catholics or Jehovah's Witnesses or Amish or anybody. It was made for the Presbyterians. They're the ones that started the country. The predestinationists, the true method of God's salvation is predestination. They're the ones that started this country. A Puritan means they wanted to keep the religion pure. And it wasn't long until the Jesuits and the rich people came over and took over and changed everything. America was a good idea for about 2 years. Or probably less than that. Still the best country in the world, though. Evil as it is, it's still the best one in the world. It's the best system in the world. That's why everyone wants to come here. Everyone, the whole world wants to come here, people. But not to what Hillary Clinton's going to make. You'll see them stop immigrating if the Democrats get in there. They will stop immigrating because there's no reason for them to come here. They can have the same screwed up mess in their own country like Venezuela. Why would they come thousands of miles just to come to the same socialist system? That all it does is redistribute wealth and make everybody poor, is all it does. That's how they redistribute wealth. They still have the elite who have their trillions, but the middle class and the lower rich people all get poorer with right along with everybody else. Total control. Right now, they could shut down the internet and shut down buying and selling of food or anything else with computers. Right now, Satan could say, well, you're going to have to worship me or you can't buy or sell. It could happen right now, people. They shut off my credit card because I rarely carry cash anymore. All they got to do is say, do this, do that, or you're not getting your money. I get Social Security retirement now. All they have to say is, Bert, you do this and that and the other, we'll just shut your check off. How about that? And you will be a refugee. Then that's when everybody's got to start making some real hard decisions. If you won't die for God after he died for you, you're not worthy of it. If you won't go to your cross like Christ did to honor him, then you're not worthy of him and you're not his. Ew, trucker. Guess I better watch out before I run over something. I wanted to say something to him as he went by, but I was too busy having to keep an eye on those narrow roads here. One video, I just ran over and busted him off the road because he looked at me funny. It cost me about $5,000, but I got a good yuck out of it. Like we can get rid of our windshield wipers for a while. And we're going to the right here. Guess I better get over before I get a four-wheeler between me and Kingman, Arizona. Been there, done that. Isn't too far from Crazy Fred's truck stop, where they have the best chili in the world and the biggest helpings of chili. Yum. Turned off my brights, turned off my signal. If it was going to be hard to get out here, I would just hit my flashers, the F key, and I could get out a lot easier. I don't really see a whole bunch of traffic, but I'm going to stay over here in the right, far right anyway. See in my mirror there's hardly any traffic. If there was a lot of traffic, I just hit my F and they back off and let me out. So this is the new Arizona map. You can see the graphic details are just luscious and fine. It's, you know, it's just fun to drive in this American Truck Simulator. They finally got 3 states now: California, Nevada, and Arizona. I've been all over the other 2, not quite everywhere, but it's nice to get another state. Of course, you can buy mods to go clear to New York, but it's just a highway going across. It's not a whole map. You can go into Canada, but it's the same thing. You go to Mexico, same thing. It's just a highway that goes there. You don't get all this map and scenery like we're looking at now. You just kind of like in a little gully and you're driving. Yeah, this is nice. Glad the rain stopped. It's kind of sprinkling, but it's nice. Nice sunny day out my sunroof. So Americans, you mark my words. If Hillary gets in there, I just can't see any way we're going to avoid a fighting revolution. Because she's already said she's going to take the guns if she gets in. Once they take your guns, Muslims take your weapons too. When you're under Muslim rule, Muslims are the only ones that can have weapons, knives or anything. And the Democrats are doing the same thing. They want to take all the weapons. Once they got your weapons, that's when the murdering starts. The culling and Agenda 21 at its worst start. That's when about 6 billion people start being massacred to lower the population. Just like the Georgia Guidestones. I've heard Bill Clinton say it. I've heard Mark Zuckerberg say it. Almost all the elites say we need to lower the population of the earth to 1 billion to half a billion. That's as much as they need. That's as many slaves as they need that they can still control. And that's what it is all about, people. Once you get as many as we got, they can't control you if you all go hog wild. Then it's all about the pitchforks and burning rich people. I'm sure during this revolution, rich people will have nowhere they can go, because wherever they're gone, where they stick their heads up out of their bunkers or anything, they're getting killed. And if they stay in those underground bunkers they're building, God will shake the world down on their heads. That's why they'll be saying mountains fall on us, keep us from Jesus from getting a hold of us. They'll already be underground. So what they're doing is digging their own tombs. They think they're going to be safe. They're digging their own tombs. And they're just a little bit closer to hell than the rest of us. Because God said He shakes the world like it's never been shook. So if you're underground, it's going to be bad enough being above ground. But see, I know that none of us are appointed to God's wrath. We'll go through the first half of the tribulation, which is Satan's wrath. But the second half is God's wrath. And He said His children are not appointed for His wrath. So we're going to miss all that. We're going to miss the sun getting hot so people can't go outside because their heads will burn and blaspheme God because of the burning. We'll miss the two witnesses that the whole world cheers when Satan finally kills them in the streets of Jerusalem, and they give each other presents like Christmas and blaspheme God. But then they crap their drawers after 3.5 days or 3 days. They were raised back up and miraculously taken to heaven right on CNN and Fox News feed. Yeah, we're going to miss all that. Thank God. But it doesn't mean we're going to miss bad persecution, because God, the people under the throne said, when are you going to avenge us, our blood, Lord? And He said, as soon as your brethren down there are beheaded like you. Who's doing beheading? Islam. Who's the hateful brother of Jacob, Israel? Islam. It's a fight of brothers. Blood brothers. Started off over there, it's going to end there. And I don't believe the United States is even figured in anymore. I believe we're a third world nation, either nuked or so devastated by massive death and starvation that nobody pays us any mind anymore. They probably just give us to China so they can grow a whole bunch of wheat. And get them some big tall white women. It's a crazy thing when you see how Democrats are embracing Islam. When you know much about Islam as I do, you might as well be grabbing a coral snake and kissing it, putting it in your pocket, hoping that it doesn't bite you. It will eventually. It'll bite you and kill you. Bye-bye. What kind of scenery we can get on here. Look at that neat looking truck. I'm a little off kilter, but not far. That was a nice drive-by. It was. If you get outside, it gets real noisy, but break up the monotony of you listening to me ramble and ramble and ramble. But see, I think the whole world realizes something is really terrible wrong, and there's a great reckoning coming. That's why everybody's so crazy. All the crazies are out. People marrying animals, men marrying men, women marrying women. Child molesters trying to get rights to marry children and have sex with children. I mean, it's madness, people. There's a woman married in Berlin Wall. She had sex with a tree. I mean, come on. We're so debaucherous now that it's just scary, beyond scary. It says I was almost out of fuel, so luckily, look at here. Let me pull away over here. See, some of these they're just a straight in pull, but this is a cut, so I gotta make sure I get my trailer to track around. So you gotta go past it and then cut in, so your trailer will come around track with you. As you can see in the right rear view mirror, it did. Now dang, this green sign tells me to stop my engine and hit enter, and it'll start filling me up. You can see my red gas pump just went blank, and now the yellow thing is filling up right next to it. Ooh, man, what's Obama raising prices so much for? That's crazy. Gas prices are going through the roof again. Wow. They were down to almost under $2. I think they may have got under $2 for a week. Now it's going back toward 3 again for no obvious reason. They just up, down, up, down. Looks like we got some traffic here. So while I'm pulling on, I'll hit my F, which is my hazard warnings, and it'll make everybody stop and let me out. Well, there weren't that very many, but best to do that. See, I'm not prophesying or anything. I'm telling you what the Bible says. And I'm reading the tea leaves of time and the zeitgeist of this age. Now, there are no more prophecies. The prophecy books were books closed. And God said, don't add any more to it or take away or I'll kill you. I'll add all the plagues in the book if you add anything to this, like writing a Mormon book or a Jehovah's Witness book or a Muslim book or any other book. You preachers who write your own special Bibles, you're in deep crap. Now I gotta pulled in for an inspection. And you gotta be careful. There goes a rescue squad. You gotta slow way down because the speed limit here is 15, and they'll give you a fat fine for going over 15 once you get in here. Yeah, I've been through many a scale. These are some of the easiest, no matter what. You never have to get out of your truck and take your logbook in, sit there until they look through it and try to catch you and fine you. All you gotta do is pull in here and hit enter, and they say, thank you for your cooperation. Hello, Lucifer. Put the pedal to the metal, we'll hit our flashers as we won't run off the road looking for the F key. And we got this 600 horse Cummins engine, barrel end, 18 speed, what you call it, Eaton transmission. Just love all the traffic. These mods they put in traffic, different kinds of trucks, all kind of. Look at that mountain grow. I don't like that. I've got a fast computer. That's not supposed to be happening. I want to be immersed. I don't want my immersion to be compromised. Look out the window. Oh, beautiful day. Oh, beautiful day to crash, eh? So we shouldn't be really that far. I'm rambling about, I wish I could. You know, the hour is late, people. Dang. Wait a minute. I was going 65, was I? Oh, that's treacherous. Yikes. See, if I had my big GPS on it, it has a digital readout of how fast I'm going. I may have avoided that. Not always. I've gotten them with it on. Bye-bye. Oh, I better get out of there. I'm about to run up the butt end of a four-wheeler. And luckily I don't have to get off, or else I'd had to lock up my wheels and bash people off the road to get stopped in time to turn. That Cadillac, cool. Looks like we're getting off right here. About knocking a car off the road, at least scaring the heck out of a four-wheeler AI at the same time. Now, it looks like this is not a stop, it's just a slow merge, so I'm going to put F again. Look at that balloon, hot air balloon floating up there. Cool beans. Keep my precipitation wipers or waders a-going. Oh yeah, look at that hacienda over there. Right, that hacienda, that's a rant. Alright. Oh. See, just look away, and I'm just telling you, that's how easy it is to wreck, even in real life. You look away just for a second and you're going off the road. So you people that think that you can text and talk on a phone or goose your girlfriend, That's how easy it is to die. Or if you're in a big truck, kill people. That's a lesson well learned. You saw it. All I did was look down and try to find the F key. Or find the P key to turn my intermittents off. If there had been a car there, they'd been killed. If there had been a pole there, I'd have been killed. If I'd been hauling gasoline, possibly everybody behind me for a mile would have been killed. Really gotta be considerate. Luckily, I can't kill anybody on here. That's why I don't do that when I'm driving. I'm pretty conscientious. I'm very aware of the dangers and the hazards of driving something the size of a house that weighs more than a house down the highway at 70 miles an hour with little 2,000-pound cars all around you when you weigh 80,000. Death on the highway if you're not paying attention, people. Death on the highway if you vote for Hillary Clinton. I don't understand what. I believe, like I said before, I believe the Democrats, the left-wing crazies, they would vote for her if she was in federal prison, and they'd let her run her whole office out of federal prison and probably re-elect her because she'd get life for the stuff she's done. I believe they would actually elect her while she was in prison. Hit the binders, minders. Look at my butt ends out. See, sometimes that's what you gotta do. I'm gonna beat that car. He's far enough away, he better slow down. Now see, American Truck Simulator, you should have heard tires hopping and you should have had, this cab should have been jumping around in my rear view mirror. My trailer should have been hopping around and smoke coming off all 4, 6, 8 of the tires. And the car should have been swerving and piling up trying to keep from running into me. And there should be a Flying J or a TA or a Petrus or a Love's truck stop I could pull in to change my drawers after I did that. And everybody else could go in and change their drawers. See what I mean? What I mean? No, I got to turn here. This is my drop off. I know that. I'm looking at my big old GPS. So I'll go up there and bump this sign, green sign, that'll tell me where I gotta go drop it off. Oh yeah. Let me look. I'm gonna pull it in. It's already a long video. I get money for pulling it in. You don't get money for not doing anything. You get a little more money for backing it in. You get less money for pulling it in, but if you just let them deal with it, you don't get anything. You don't get any experience points or anything. So I usually just pull it in and be done with it. Go to my next video because I'm trying to build capital and build a company here. I have a 3-car garage and I have 3 trucks running. So I just need to build capital and make money. You see, I'm in between the green lines. As soon as it dings like that, I'll stop. Now when I hit the enter button or the T button to dispatch my trailer, it'll take me to my stats screen and we'll leave this beautiful view of this petroleum complex. Let's take one last look at my trailer. There's my trailer. There's the truck. Trying to get a good view of my trailer for you to see, but there ain't really one. I'm up there in front, but I'm going to hit the T and unhook the trailer, and this is Big Chief signing off. Better take the world serious, because it's not going to keep going on. If you believe in God, he already wrote that in the book. He said, I'm destroying this place. I'll melt the universe and the earth with a fervent heat. He also says most humans are going to hell. That's what the Bible says. Only those he chose before the foundations of the earth are saved. They're saved before they're born, so you don't have to go try to get saved. You have to go find out if you are saved. That's the whole thing. Have a good day. I'm out here getting thunder and lightning on. Hope you pay attention to something I say. I know elect of God can hear me, the other ones can't. I'm just a nut to them, just like Christ was a nut to them. Said he had a demon. So this big chief sign off. Have a good day. Remember, you truckers, keep the shiny side up and rubber side down, because what goes around comes back around. Have a good day.